Hello all, welcome to my channel. I am Karthik Shankar Raman. Today our discussion topic is section of solids and the type of the solid that have taken as cone. The problem statement is a right circular vertical cone, base diameter 50 mm, axis 60 mm long, is cut by an auxiliary inclined plane bisecting the axis. Draw the front view, sectional top view, sectional left hand side view and true shape of the section. The true shape of the section is an ellipse with major axis 40 mm. What is the inclination of the cutting plane with the HP? Let us start the problem. According to the given question, it is a right circular vertical cone, base diameter 50 mm, axis length 60 mm. The stage number 1 is drawing a circle in the top view, since the true shape of the cone is a circle in the top view, and in the front view it is a triangle. So first I am going to draw a circle in the top view. The base diameter is 50 mm. All of you pay attention to this step. After drawing this, I have divided this particular circle into 8 equal parts, and I am going to give the naming to the parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. After giving the naming to the parts, I will proceed to get the projections on the XY line. Already I have drawn the projections, and then I have drawn an triangle. So I'll give the naming according to that. So this will be 1 dash, this will be 2 dash 8 dash, this will be 3 dash 7 dash, this will be 4 dash 6 dash, and this will be 5 dash, and the apex point will be O dash. So this I'll make it, I have already drawn in a very faint line, so that after cutting it will not be a big issue for us. So I'll make it an axis. So I have to show the axis. Make the axis. This is the first stage in the problem, that is we have placed a cone of having a base diameter 50 mm, that is circle in the top view, and in the front view with the length of axis 60 mm I have drawn a triangle. This is the first step. The second step is again go back to the question. Second step is given as it is cut by an auxiliary inclined plane bisecting the axis. Bisecting the axis means it is exactly cutting the cone in the half. So the second step is we have to mark the position of the cutting plane 30 mm from the base, because the length of axis is 60 mm. So if it is bisecting the axis, it will be at a distance of 30 mm. So guys, I have taken a 30 mm point from the base, and I am going to mark this particular cutting plane. Now we have to pay attention to this particular step, that is, if the true shape of the section is an ellipse with major axis 40 mm, they have already given that after cutting the true shape should be an ellipse with major axis is equal to 40 mm. So what we have to do is we have to take our scale. All of you pay attention to this particular step. We have to take our scale and take a reference of any end generators. I have marked already 1 point, I have marked, right? one point I have marked, and I have taken a scale and I have adjusted the 40 mm in such a way that its both the end generators, the length will be 40 mm, that is this. This is the line which I have drawn. Don't worry, I'll explain the procedure. Suppose this is one point, this is the another point. I'll make it little bit big. This is the one point, this is the another point, this is the point from the base, that is 30 mm. The 3 points are there as I have shown. What you are supposed to do is, the cutting plane will pass through both the end generators, correct? So what you have to do, you have to take your scale and you have to adjust it in such a way that both the end generators, the distance should be equal to 40 mm. That is actually given in the problem. Clear? Now after doing this, guys, the next and the most important step is to make the portion which is visible as dark and remove the portion which is cut. So from this figure it is very clear that the apex point is removed and the base portion is retained. So what I am going to do is, I am going to make the base portion as dark and I am going to remove the apex portion. You can see in the figure now, I have made the base portion as dark. 1 dash, 2 dash, 8 dash, 3 dash, 7 dash, 4 dash, 6 dash and 5 dash. I have made it dark and I have made the corresponding base circle, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 as also dark. Now here one important point you have to note, guys. This 2 dash, 8 dash and 4 dash, 6 dash is the generators of the cone. In the cone, only the two end generators must be made dark and the remaining end generators should be left as it is. It should not be made dark, it should be made a very faint lines. Now the next stage in this particular problem is, we have to mark the cutting plane points. See, it is very clear that the cutting plane is cutting the cone by bisecting its axis, and the major axis of the cutting shape, which is ellipse, is equal to 40 mm. So now we'll start marking the position of the points. I have marked the positions of the points, that is, first this O dash, 1 dash, the first point that is cutting will be A dash, then O dash, 2 dash, 8 dash. There are 2 points that are cutting, so I have marked it B dash and C dash. There are 3 and 7, so I will mark it D dash and E dash. So there is 4 and 6, so I will mark it by F dash and G dash, and there is only one single point, so I will mark it by H dash. So you can all see what I have done in the problem. After this, the next important is that to mark all these cutting plane points in the top view. First of all, we have to see that, guys, O dash, 1 dash and O dash, 5 dash is the true length of the slant edges. So we can directly take the point A dash and the point H dash on the top view in the slant edges. You can see here it is the point O. So O1 and O5 in the top view, it is the slant edges, that is the true length which is visible in the front view. So we can take the point A dash directly to O1. We can take the point H dash directly to O5. That is, I will draw a projection lines from the point A dash and H dash. I'll draw a projection line from the point H dash, you can see over here, and I will mark this particular point as H. So I've got an H point over here. What I have done, I have just taken a projection from the point H dash and directly I have projected to the point O and phi. Similarly, I have to do it for the point number A. I want each one of you to listen to this step very clearly. I have marked the 2 points A and H on the slant edge O1 and slant edge OH respectively. Now my main aim is to mark the points B dash C dash D dash E dash F dash G dash on the top view. See guys, these all 6 points are not on the true length of the slant edges. So there is a simple procedure for that. I'll explain the procedure for the 2 points B dash and C dash. So I want everyone to pay attention at this step, and after this I'll make an arrow. First of all, you know that O dash 1 dash is the true length of the slant edge, correct? So what I am going to do is I am going to draw a horizontal line from the point B dash to C dash to the slant edge, that is O dash 1 dash. I'll draw a horizontal line. Please pay attention at this step. I am drawing a horizontal line like this. This horizontal line, I will draw an arrow. Here I am going to draw an horizontal line. This arrow indicates that I have drawn the horizontal line, and this horizontal line will cut this slant edge at a particular point. This B dash C dash is cutting the slant edge at this particular point, right? From this point you have to draw a vertical line directly downwards to meet at the slant edge, that is O1, because we have projected the point B dash C dash to the slant edge O dash 1 dash, then I am taking it downwards, so I will get the point in the O1. See, I have drawn an arrow also to indicate this. So this I have drawn an arrow. You will get a point over here. Now the next step is I will take my compass. I'll take my compass and take the radius as O and the point which I have marked. The point which I have marked here, and I'll simply draw a semicircle up to the slant edge O2 and O8. O2 and O8. I have drawn a semicircle. Correct. What is the steps I have carried out? First, B dash C dash, I have drawn a horizontal line to cut a point on the slant edge O dash 1 dash. I have cut a point. Then I have drawn a vertical line downwards to get a point on the slant edge O1 in the top view. I have got a point. Then I have taken a radius of O and this point which I have got, and I have drawn a semicircle. Now guys, when I drawn a semicircle, it will consequently cut at the 2 points. That is, 1 point is on the slant edge O8, 1 point is on the slant edge O2. Clear? So here I am getting B dash and C dash. We'll assume that the point B dash is coming on the slant edge O dash 2 dash. Point C dash is coming on the slant edge O dash 8 dash. That we are going to assume. So I will get. So I will mark the points B and I will mark the point C. A, B, C. Clear? The same procedure I am going to do for the D dash, E dash, for F dash and G dash. The same procedure I have carried out for the remaining points, and I have got all the points on the top view, that is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I have got. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw these particular points, or I'm going to join these points in the top view to get my true shape. Okay guys, see, I have joined all the points on the top view and I have got a particular true shape of the section, that is, it is cut by a cutting plane which is bisecting the axis, and the major axis of that should be equal to 40 mm. That we will see when we will find out the final answer. Guys, let me give the dimension to this stage. Diameter is equal to 50 mm. Diameter is equal to 50. The length of axis is 60 mm. Length of axis is 60 mm, and this point from where we have got this they have asked us to find out the inclination of the cutting plane. So inclination of the cutting plane comes around when I am going to check this, it comes around 42 degrees. Correct? Comes around 42 degrees. Now we will move on further. The next step is to draw the sectional left hand side view of this particular object. I have drawn a section. I have drawn a left hand side view of this part. Left hand side view, guys, it's very simple. I will draw first an x1 y1 plane. Okay, this plane I have drawn. Then according to the normal procedure of the section orthographic projections, or you can say normal orthographic projections, I have taken a point from here and drawn a line, 45-degree inclined line. Then from the top view I have taken all the points to here. From the front view I have taken all the points here, and I have got a same triangle in the front view, and I have marked the points. Only difference is here the 7th point is there. The first point will be your 7 dash, last point is 3, the last point will be your 3 dash. So here O dash 7 dash and O dash 3 dash will be the end generators. The reason why I have not made it very dark, because I have to project the points, all points from this front view to the left hand side view. Left hand side view will come on the right side. It is the principles of the first angle method of projection. Now what I am going to exactly do is I am going to take the projections from all the cutting plane points in the side view. Then according to that I will mark the points and I will join it to get this sectional left hand side view, which will show the cutting plane ka section. Correct? As you can see, guys, now I have projected all the points, cutting plane points, from the front view to the side view, and I have marked all the points correspondingly. Guys, when you do it properly, you will understand. For example, I'll explain only one simple. that is A dash. You see the A dash point is coming on the slant edge O dash 1 dash. When I project this A dash, it should also come on the point where the slant edge is there. So here the slant edge is O dash 1 dash. Here the slant edge will be O double dash and 1 double dash and 5 double dash. So this particular A wala point will come over here. Similarly, the H dash wala point comes on the slant edge O dash 5 dash. So when I'll project this, it should also come on the slant edge O dash 1 double dash and 5 double dash. So here I am getting A double dash and H double dash. This is the procedure you have to follow for getting all the points. Okay. Now we'll move on to the last step of the particular problem. The last step is to draw the true shape of the section. To draw the true shape of the section, what is supposed to do is we have to redraw this cutting plane below the XY line somewhere over here. Redraw karna hai. The redraw means that we have to just take this particular distance, length, and just redraw it over here. This shape and this redraw is totally different. Just we are going to take this. I am going to redraw it over here. I am going to mark all the points on the cutting plane. Then I am going to take the projections from there and same projections from the true shape which I have got in the top here, and I'll get the total true shape of the section. See how I am going to do that. Guys, as you can see, I have redrawn the cutting plane over here. This is SS. I have redrawn and I have marked all the points. Points plotting is very simple, guys. The first point, that is A dash, I have to take as a reference over here. Then I'll take my compass and I will mark the second point from A to, I'll keep my compass at B dash and just mark it like this. So I'll getting B dash. Similarly all the points. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the vertical projection lines from this particular point downwards. I'm going to take all the points from the top view over here. Whatever is the naming, I'll name it and then I'll join it. That completes my. Guys, this completes the problem. I've taken the points projection from here downwards. All the points I've taken from here. Okay, I have marked the points. If you see, guys, this A and H, if you see the distance, it will come 40 mm. That is, a major axis of the ellipse will be equal to 40 mm. Okay, this completes your problem. I'll give the naming. This is sectional top view, this is front view, this particular point is sectional left hand side view, and this is the true shape of the section. Thank you all. Do subscribe to my channel so that you will get the updates of the other videos that is going to come in the next sessions. Thank you.